I'm here to talk to you today about the campaign, which is bigger than the streets. It's about a young man who grows up in the southern poverty, who made his dreams come to life throughout many trials and failures. From violence to prison to drugs and alcohol to God, to hope, and through faith, he uses God-given musical talents to stay free from prison and negativity. This is a story of dedication, determination, survival through imperfect eyes. This isn't about glory, fame, or greatness, but a true story of honor and perseverance about the man behind the music. Myself, Lauren Young, a.k.a. Devon Young, a.k.a. Don Von Solo, a.k.a. the Mad Producer. You know, this is the ghetto where I live, the part that they don't see. The president don't come through my hood. I live on the east side of Cleveland, Ohio, the Dirty Nickel, 5th Ward, my home for more than 20 years. I'm a native from Alabama. I grew up in the South and I migrated north in search of a better lifestyle. I ended up in the worst situation because I went to prison. I have 8 numbers for trumped up charges and due to my ignorance to the law. You know, as a youth, I wasn't as adept to the rules and regulations as I am now. But 23 years in all, I've been locked up. And that affects me to this day. I have trauma. I've been traumatized. I deal with the nightmares and the injustice, and I deal with that by being creative and by utilizing my freedom of speech to express the pain and the knowledge of the struggle. You know, today my name is on quality products instead of on indictments. You know, I lived in the shacks that the slaves lived in the dirty South. I battled racism, police brutality, slander, wrongful imprisonment. I know what being poor means because I'm still here. And poverty don't mean ignorance, and it don't mean you're uneducated just because you don't have a diploma. In the struggle, we're all affected, you know, the young and old. It's not about what you do to get ahead in life, but how you represent yourself. And I've been independent since I was 14. I've been in psych institutions. I've been all over the place. You know, I was called crazy because I was misunderstood. You know, I used my hands more than I used my pen back in the days, and you know they called me crazy. But hey, 6 against 1 is a scary feeling. You know, when your back's against the wall, you got to come up out of that somehow. You know, aside from that, being threatened by the police, shot down in the streets, hit by cars, bricks, chains, baseball bats, you know, gang banging and selling drugs, 4 bullets, 12 buckshots. You know, they still remind me of really what that this is real. But here today, I'm putting forth this right here because this is bigger than the streets. These changes that have been made in life and the efforts that have been made to better my life. You know, I seen things in the street that were too cold for the news. And that's the life of the struggle. If we can't afford to leave the hood, so we stay and try to make our lives better. Well, first of all, I had to do away with my self-destructive behavior. And I put a lot of work and emphasis on the music. I love music. I always have. I started caring about myself and loving my life no matter what the day brings. You know, I've been doing this music. We celebrated 23 years. And May the 22nd of this year. It's been 23 years since I've been running this record label and writing and recording this music. I'm now the CEO of 7th World Records, and I work with various individuals from other indie labels in the city and outside of the city. But this movement is basically a fundraiser in attempts to give as well as receive. So I have rewards for all those who support the movement, and you can follow the movement on Kickstarter.com/Don Von Solo. Bigger than the streets.